Jay, the rebel. Jay, you not gonna say hi to everybody?
What up? How everybody doing out there? How y'all feeling? Party people, wave your hands from side to side.
Oh my God! Once again, like I said, I do apologize for the technical to be a blast of blasts. So our topic today is sexual responsibilities, and this is Derek's topic. This is Derek's suggestion, the good
why do we
deacon.
always have to go into whose topic it is?
So
Why we can't just go with the
then
topic? Like,
we go with the
like this
topic,
is the
but since
deacon's
it's Derek's
choice.
topic
This
and
is
Derek wants
this
to
is
talk about
Jay's
sexual
topic. This is
responsibility
she don't ever
today,
get up and say this is
wants to make
Catiana's topic.
sure.
She
Yes, I like to let the viewers know who come up with these topics because I'm a PG girl. Okay, so I'm always sexually responsible.
why can't we just talk about stuff rather than
Derek the Deacon over here is the freak or
I'm a
free.
freak?
So,
I'm saved. I know the Lord. Come on, somebody. Cold shoes, I see. So, see, the spoken tongues. Ah, hey.
so Derek is making sure that we all, we all good. Hi, Miss Beth, how you doing? So Derek wants to make sure that we're all being sexually responsible. So let's get to it. That are watching, I am very much so sexually responsible. I stay the virgin forever. My children are adopted, no. But I think that when we actually, it's so many different aspects of being sexually responsible is kind of crazy. So my thing is about my first thing that comes to my head when you say sexual responsibilities is safe sex. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. And I don't know how many people use that or do that, but that is the first thing that comes to my head when you're talking about sexual responsibility.
Yeah.
Derek, what type of sexual responsibilities are you speaking of?
But sexual responsibility means so much more than just safe sex. Sexual.
I said that's the first thing that
I
comes to
know,
my
but
head.
I'm trying to go. I'm trying to. You just did your intro. Can I do my intro? Since you want to say this is the deacon's topic, can I do my intro, please? Thank you.
Yes, the deacon's topic.
Don't make me have to.
Come through the screen.
But there's so many. Normally people say it's so much more to being sexually responsible than just saying or just being using saying I use condoms, I practice safe sex. There's so much more to it, and the whole idea of this conversation is to let's review those things. Let's review those responsibility things and see, do we actually do it. One thing we can say is sexually responsible is um, refraining from having multiple sexual partners at one time.
Refraining.
Refraining from having multiple sexual partners at one time.
Oh,
Getting tested in between sexual partners, or do we
okay.
just assume that we good because nothing started itching or smelling since last month, so we good.
I get that, but when I don't think that when you say refrain from sexual having multiple sexual partners, some people choose to have multiple sexual partners. I'm not saying that is sexually responsible for them, but if that's the life they choose to live, then that's their business. Now, do they should they be using safe? taking their precautions. Yes, should my thing is this: if you have multiple sex partners, let's say you're a person that's not in a relationship,
Mm-hmm. You just swinging it,
and
swinging
you
and
are
dinging.
dating, and you're dating, let's say, three different men, and you're having sex with all three of these men, is it really should that person tell that those three different men that they're having sex with three different men at the same time?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Would you want to know if you was one of those men? Would you want to know that the person you having sex with is having sex with other men?
Yeah, that's being responsible. If you are dating three
Would you,
if you're
Jack?
dating three different men and you are now saying, oh, okay, um, I just want you to know before you get these cheeks that two other people are online for them, then I need to be able to make that choice if I want to stay online. Or maybe I said this line too crowded, you know, and I want to keep it moving. But you should not take that option away from that person. Um, if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. I'm not going to look at you any differently, but maybe I don't want to stay on that line. Maybe that line is a little too long for me, and I'm going to go over here and find me a line that don't have so many people waiting.
Okay. But you ain't really waiting. But Jay, would you want to know if the person you was having sex with more than one person besides you?
Probably not.
That's all you going to give
Why?
us?
Because I'm not nosy. I don't know. Absolutely
You
not.
know what?
I'm not nosy.
Yes, Caroline, I
Exactly,
would tell.
Caroline.
I would definitely tell
When
because
he
I'm
tell
trying to
her
be
he's
sexually
sleeping with other
responsible,
women.
and I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. So I'm not going to say, "Oh, I want you to tell me," but I won't tell the female. If I'm being intimate with multiple people, I want to let them people know. Like, listen, uh, just so you know, um, this is the share ride version of the penis. This is not you don't have complete ownership of this penis. Now, if you would like
Okay,
complete
so
ownership
this is
of this
my
penis,
thing.
we could talk about the leasing options.
Lisa Peters, I can't. But this is my thing. I kind of agree with both you and Jay. I'm on the fence with that because of the simple fact of I don't think anybody should have to reveal how many people they're having sex with, especially when you're not in a relationship with nobody. Like if y'all had a conversation and you was like, okay, it's just me and you, and we're just smashing each other, and that was an agreement that y'all had. That's something different. But when you're dating somebody, I don't really think that they really have to tell you if they're having um sex with other men because
Well,
it's your responsibility as that individual to say, okay, I'm dating this person, I'm choosing to have sex with this person, so wrap it up.
but wrapping it up doesn't protect you that from everything that has to offer out here. Um,
But then you got to be careful where you put your
right.
mouth.
You gotta be careful where you put your mouth. You gotta be
Hold
you
up.
gotta be careful
Did,
where you
did
put
you
your
just
face.
say mouth?
You like just
Like,
Yes, I
hold on. Did
say
you
you
just say mouth?
mouth. I say you have to be careful where you put your mouth. Yes, I did.
Oh, uh, then I'm lost. I thought y'all was talking about stinging dinguses and patushes.
We
Well,
are,
I
but
don't
everybody
know.
knows that oral sex is part, well, for some people it's part of sex. So therefore, if you are
oral sex has
having
turned into
oral
a
sex with
prerequisite.
people, hey, some do it, some don't. But if that's what you choose to do, first of all, I don't think oral sex is for everybody. We not doing we Yeah, oral sex is for everybody. Um, and if you choose to do that with a person, that you're doing it with more than one person, then that's your business. Um, this is the reason why I don't really like kissing, because you don't know if people know.
She was like, I don't know, your
I'm
mouth been on
just
somebody for
saying
2 weeks.
that um, if you're not in a relationship with somebody, I don't think that everybody should be getting mouth oral sex. I just don't think that. That's just a no-no, because you really just don't know. Now, if you is gonna have sex, then you just know to wrap it up and protect that area. And you're covered.
So what you're saying is that you yourself feels that there should be no oral of the sex, if y'all not dating. If y'all are just casually hanging out and sex is something that you just want to do, then just deliver the D without adding in any of the extra C's.
You do not have to. It's a choice that you choose. Because I'm gonna tell you now, if I'm casually dating somebody and I know that I'm dating other people, no, you're not getting any. No, you're not getting that.
So what do you say
So
to
don't
what do you say
expect
to the
it.
females who say, "Oh, this is a prerequisite. Like, oh, you don't think you're gonna definitely lick it before you stick it?" What do you?
That's a choice. If you choose to do that, then that's your choice. As you're the person that's given it. So therefore, if that's her prerequisite and you don't feel like giving it to her, you just gotta let her know, like, yo, I don't do that. And if she can't accept it, then you just ain't getting no ass. It's just that simple.
Let it out, Jay. Let it
Sorry.
out.
Nah, I'm good.
This is an agreement, but I'm not. No. Now, if you free willingly just licking it, then hey, lick away. For me, it's a no. I'm sorry, everybody. You can't. No, that's not for
You
everybody.
right.
I say,
Exactly, Caroline. You have to control. You have to have
listen,
control of your own body.
listen, I say this.
What
It
that mean, Miss
wouldn't,
Beth? What's old school, Miss Beth?
it wouldn't be any argument if you just did like me and practice celibacy. So it's like it, that's all I'm saying. That's the end of the
This guy has
argument. Like
gone
just
from one
practice
extreme to the
celibacy.
next.
Seriously.
And how long do we stay celibate?
I've stayed celibate for 13 years. Didn't
13 years
have
you've been
none.
celibate.
Yep. 13 years. I've been celibate. Yep. It feel like I didn't have none since it had me. Straight
You
up.
choose
Well, I
what you want,
celebrate
what
you,
you
brother.
don't
I
want.
celebrate you and your celibacy.
It's just like Caroline just said. You choose. You choose what you want or don't want. And I absolutely agree with that, because I mean it's too much. First of all, it's just too much going on in this world for people to just be out here having sex or free willy and thinking that, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I ain't gonna catch this. This person ain't gonna give me this. It's so many diseases out here. Number one. So
Mhm.
if you're okay with catching diseases and and things of that nature, that's on you. But before anybody should be having any sexual anything
For anybody should be
or
having any
communication.
sexual intercourse, they need to date for at least 5 years, then get engaged, then get married.
This is a
And
whole
then
new
after
character right
that,
here.
y'all can have all the sex y'all want. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you're not going to be in a monogamous relationship with somebody, then you don't um then you just should be you have to be more responsible with your body.
You need to go to church if you're not gonna be in a monogamous relationship. You need to take your ass to church. Okay? Stop being out here fooling with them devils. Stop being out here with the devil. I'm telling you,
I don't know who this
it's
person
wrong.
is.
Just
I
straight
don't know who this
sinful.
person is, but we thankful for brother Jay over here. I think him and Derek gonna have some conversations.
I'm saying you need to go to Bible study before you go to church. Okay?
But
That'll help you out.
honestly, but I do think that when you are having, if you are having sex, it should just be established that, not to say I'm going to tell you how many people I'm having sex with, but it will be established that you're not the only person I'm having sex with. I think that's more reveal how many actual people I am actually having sex with at that time. All you need to know is you ain't numero uno.
That's
And then you go and you can roll with that. But I'm not gonna say, if I'm just dating you and we decide to have, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, hey, by the way, Derek, I'm having sex with about 5 other men, so I don't know what you. No, I'm not doing
it
that.
was fun. It
But
was
I'll
fun
let
hanging
you
out
know
with
that you're
you,
not the only
but
one.
your line seems to be crowded, so I'm gonna go and hop on this other line over here. Um,
That's a little less
right.
crap.
Like your roller coaster has been through the ringer a couple of times, and I understand that. I'm not gonna try to even fight with that. I want to respect your roller coaster and understand that it's a popular attraction here in this carnival called life. So I'm just gonna respect that and find me a less a less a less active roller coaster to jump on.
Just
Unless
remember,
active.
it's all man
Well, why?
made. It's all man
Why
made.
do
And
you
you
need to
know,
know the
it's all man
actual?
made.
Why do you need to know the actual count? Why can't you just accept you're not the only one I'm having sex
Because
with?
number one, if something goes down, there's accountability. So if it's just if I'm telling you you're the only person that I'm dealing with, and you telling me I'm the only person that's dealing with, and then something happens, something start itching, something start burning, something start smelling, I know who to go to. Listen, hey sis, what's going on? Let me tell you, I went to the doctor. They said that X, Y, and Z is going on. What's up? Now it's not going to be sitting there trying to figure out which of the four was the was the lucky partner who was giving out gifts, unwanted gifts.
But that's the thing that I'm not understanding. You already have knowledge that you're not the only person that's with. So you just know that you're not the only one. And so if you choose to still engage and have sex with that person, that's on you. She doesn't have to
Right.
reveal her number to you of how many she's having sex with. All she has to let you know is you ain't the only one. And from
And
that
that's
point
it.
on, that's up
That's
to
it.
you.
Yep. That's it. The buck stops there, bucko. Like for real.
I don't
Because
know why it has to
you
be a
can't be
number.
nosy.
It has to be a
You can't be.
count.
It's I heard this because listen, if I
Her and
meet you
say,
at this
okay,
point
listen,
in
I
life,
got something.
listen, but if I meet you at this point in life, 9 times out of 10, you've been ran through by the time you were 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, you at 40. The count, I don't even want to know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't even want to know. Like at this point, we ain't even got to discuss that. I like you, you like me, let's do it. That's it. I'm being
Well,
real.
Caroline says that she thinks that men and women need to wait 30 days before getting under the sheets.
That
Well, that's
30
fine because
days
I
to
don't like
get
being
your
under the
ass
sheets anyway, so I
no
can wait 30
man.
days to be under the
No,
sheets.
that 30 days to get your ass no man, I'll tell you that much. Seriously. Yeah, go ahead and wait 30 days. That dude that you smashed got to be a virgin. Like for real.
I
I'm
don't
just
think
speaking real.
I don't mind 30
I'm just
days.
speaking
I
real.
see.
I do think that sometimes it does need to be a waiting period. Like you
Why?
can't just go.
Why does it
It
need to be
does
a waiting
Because you need to
period though?
honestly.
But cat,
sometimes because it's just too
but
much going
cat, cat. If
on and
you like dude and
privilege
dude
and
you, why do you have to put a specific waiting period? Why not just let it happen when it
I'm not saying you have to put the 30 days, but I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think that the
what I'm saying. Like I
first
don't
night
agree
that I
with
meet you, I should be jumping into you because I don't even know
Mm.
you.
But if it happens, it
She said
happens.
she
That's
want to get
because of
down, but
y'all
Maybe.
not on the first
spirits
night.
intertwined. No, no, that's because y'all spirits intertwined and y'all feeling a certain way. He not pressuring you and you not on your freak shit. So it's like it happened. That's
Right,
it.
but
And
No.
nobody,
that
know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing wrong
no,
with
but
that.
that journey,
It's
that
really
that
nothing
Yeah.
vibe
wrong.
can get you in a lot of trouble because that vibe, you thinking like, oh, this is such an awesome vibe, and then that
Just
same
don't get her
vibe is the
pregnant.
vibe that you
Just
this
don't get her
person
pregnant,
is
dog. That'll
nobody
get
you
your
ever
ass in trouble.
wanted. Like you like, I don't want to do this anymore. Let me off this
Now you
ride.
got a stalker.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
you
know what
got
I'm
a
saying?
stalker.
She ain't gonna let your ass go for 19, 20 years, Jersey law.
No, but I'm just saying that I don't. I mean, I know people do have, they do have, sex on the first date, and that's their prerogative. I just
Yeah,
personally
there's
think
nothing
that
wrong with that. There's
I'm
nothing
not
wrong.
saying that anything is wrong with it. If that's
Yeah,
your prerogative, that's what you choose to do, then yo, go for
yeah.
your gusto. I'm not passing no judgment on nobody that have sex as soon as they meet somebody. But this is my thing is this. You just in just a whole nother different territory when you do stuff like that, especially if you're not protected, if you're not protecting yourself and you're just, want to be Mr. Raw Man and you want to enter people with no condoms, no nothing. That's just like irresponsible because you don't know this person at all
But
whatsoever.
what about the female? So we're stopping the female for being like put on a condom, and she has her own. Like
I
you
just
just
said
can't
it's
put that
sexually.
up. No,
I just
no,
said that's
you put it
irresponsible.
all on a dude. You put it all on a dude.
I did
So if a
not.
dude gonna try to go up in you raw, and you feel like, look, you ain't
It's a
about to run up in
choice.
me raw. I got this condom. If you don't put it on, we ain't smashing. That's it.
It's
That's
a
the choice you
choice.
give him. Yeah, that's the choice you give him. If he acting irresponsible or not giving a fuck, I'm sorry, not caring, right? That's the choice you give him.
Yay, Jay. We gotta take your quarter out the swear jar.
Hey,
You get a
yo,
bit.
yo, my bad, man. Like, yo, I can't help it. You notice the way I talk, Sam
I
L. Fool.
know. I
Just the
know
way I
that's
talk.
your lingo. That's your
Hey,
lingo. Caroline says, "Why can't we see what a relationship?" Well, Caroline, I don't think that every relationship goals. Everybody not looking for a relationship. Everybody, everybody. Some people just want to date just to be dating, and that's cool because that's how people get in trouble too. Looking for these relationships.
exactly. Don't have no babies. 23 to 25 to Jersey.
Well, I think at this point, mostly every viewer here, we got a couple of kids. So,
No,
but and that
I'm
too. When
speaking for
even
the
even
men.
doing that, when you have protected and all of that, you could catch a disease, you could get pregnant. It's just so many different things that can happen within that time because you both are being irresponsible
Man,
because y'all want to be caught up
best
in somebody's moment.
that
Y'all
be
better learn
the
how to put them
best
damn
sex
moments
when
on
y'all
freeze.
both irresponsible. That be the
Yeah,
best.
I better put those moments on freeze and somebody better go to the store.
Yo, that be the best. When y'all drunk as hell and y'all ain't giving a hell about nothing, and then y'all smashing each other as hard as y'all can. Yo,
No,
that be
thank
the
you.
best.
No, thank you.
But I don't
No,
know nothing
and
about
it's more
that other
for
than
us.
like 14 years ago. That's the last time I had some.
Well, you just said that you would celebrate.
Yeah, I was celibate for 14 years.
Well,
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I just looked it up, and did you
yeah.
know that you can still get chlamydia or gonorrhea while using a condom.
Yeah, you could actually. Yeah, because the condom don't protect your nutsack. Oh, I'm sorry, your scrotum, right? So your scrotum, so your scrotum hits the vaginal area. Still get those two diseases while strapping up your little big man. Yeah, I knew that.
So it's not so. Once again, that's what I'm talking about. So just wrapping it up is not enough. That's
No,
why
it's
I'm
not good
like
enough.
you saying
No,
making that
no, it's
decision
not.
of wrapping it up. You don't need to know a number. When yes, I do need to know a number. If we're gonna be responsible, if
No,
we're gonna be
you do
responsible, like if
not.
something pops off, I need to know who I'm going to. I need to know who mouth I'm going into. Like,
And you need to know who you going to. Let me ask this question. Like, you gonna go tell dude, you gonna go talk to dude and be like, yo, which one of y'all dudes passed me or something? Like,
nah,
what are you
we're
gonna
gonna have to
do?
have we're
No,
gonna have to
you're
have a
gonna go to
kumbaya
that
circle.
female.
We're gonna have to have a kumbaya circle, straight up. And that's what I'm saying. If you being
Like,
sexually responsible, then like I said earlier, you be in between partners before you pick up a new partner, you should be getting tested. So you know before you entered into this sexual relationship, you had a clean bill of health. So if I come to you like, yo, what's up? You was like, nah, I got paperwork. I was good. So
Derek, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why you stuck on this number.
because
It
I need to know who I
doesn't
need to know
matter.
who we
If
having.
I'm telling you, I'm letting you know that you are not the only person I'm having sex with. Now is I don't have to tell you how many
No, no, you're
men
right. You don't.
I'm having sex with.
I understand that, and I
I'm
respect that. That's what I said. But once you tell me you're not the only man I'm having sex with, that's why I make the decision where I'm like, all right, two fingers. I thought I wanted to get on this ride, but I realized this ride is way too expensive or
There
way
you
too
go.
dangerous
I,
for what I'm trying to
I,
have, what
I
I'm
agree
trying to do
with
with in
that.
life.
No, I agree with that. And then the numbers really don't matter. Then, like, I don't
it
care about the
doesn't.
numbers. If I
It
s-
could be one
if I
person.
have sexual intercourse with you or not, it doesn't matter. But at that point, if you tell me, yo, look, dude, you ain't the only dude on Smash, and then if I like you like that, all right. But if not, then I'm like, nah, you look like you aren't anyway, so I'm out.
Shit.
So,
That's the only thing I'm saying. Like it doesn't as long as you have knowledge of it that you're not the only person, then you have to take it upon yourself to be to and that's it.
You're absolutely right, and I understand that, and I agree with that.
And everybody should be getting tested in between sexual partners.
Right.
Everybody,
hands down,
But
especially
that's
if
what I'm
you have
saying. That's the sexual responsible thing to be
sexual
hands
doing.
and
down.
more than one person. That's just common
But how many people
sense.
actually do it? Come on out here in TV land. Let me know. Do you actually get
Let,
tested?
let,
Be honest with yourself.
All right,
let me tell
viewers.
you. Let me tell
How
you.
many of our
I,
viewers actually go
oh,
out
okay.
if you're not
That's
or
a
you're not
genuine question.
married?
Okay.
Um,
That's a
how many
genuine
how
question.
many how many of us have actually went and got tested for sexually transmitted
I
diseases?
got my ball doctor on deck. and,
Well, you
and,
know what?
and
It
I
doesn't
knew
even matter
him
because whether you're
and
married,
and
you're
I knew
dating,
him
or you're
since
with
I was
somebody, you still should
16.
be getting tested.
So we good. And he'll tell me, yeah, done fucked up. Or he'll be like, nah, stop playing, you good. Go ahead. It's just dry skin. You hitting shit too much.
I think everybody should be getting tested. What even if you're married, you should still be getting tested for you should still be getting tested because you could still be thinking that your husband, but your husband or your wife may not feel as though they're just with you.
Oh Lord.
So and you don't know this. So I mean, I get tested. Married, single. We gonna make sure we right all the time. And if something come up, then we gonna have a problem.
You know what I don't like? I'm gonna tell you what I don't like.
Well,
When I go there and I pull my pants down and he's like this looking. And I'm like, bruh, come on, man. Like, why you gotta be that close? Like, can't you see it from afar? Like, for real. I hate that. That's the only part I hate about doing that. Seriously.
Because it is a lot of it's just I don't know. It's just too much going on. And I know that people don't I know a lot of it for unless they going for like their yearly or whatever. People don't choose to get tested for sexually transmitted diseases. And you really should. It's very important in life. Because you could be walking around with something and don't even know you got it.
Right.
Exactly. And then pass it off to
And
somebody
so
else.
somebody come up to you and be like, excuse
Yep.
me.
Yep.
I got something that I know it just has to be a lot more responsible when it comes to engaging um in sex in sex. Be respectful of each other and be honest about what it is. What you giggling for?
You absolutely right. You gotta respect the one you with at the time. Yep. Gotta do it.
The one you with at the time. I like that, Jay.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
I like how you threw that one in there.
Gotta do it.
And just in case y'all didn't catch it, because I think Jay said it a little low, you gotta respect the one you with at that time.
Gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
Caroline, you can get things you can get just sitting on the toilet.
That is a
That's
farce,
a myth.
and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm in the medical field, so I'm gonna tell you why that's a farce. So if somebody come home to you
You
and
know
they say
that.
I got crabs, no, they ain't get them crabs sitting on no toilet. They got them crabs because they had sex. If it say, oh, I'm burning and toilet and water splashed on my pee pee head or whatever the case may be, no, you can only get that through sex. You can only get that through sex. You can't get those diseases sitting on the toilet. That's all I'm saying, Caroline. Like, that's a farce. That's fake. Like, it was a myth, like the deacon said, and then people done did studies, and it was like, no, if you got these crabs crawling on your crotch, you ain't get it from no toilet seat. If you got this burning sensation, you ain't get it from no toilet seat. And whatever else come along with it, the only thing that you could possibly get from a toilet seat is a rash on your ass because you're nasty for sitting on a public toilet seat. That's
Uh,
it. For real.
it's, uh,
You can get other bacteria for sitting on toilet seats, but
Yeah,
you definitely
definitely.
you can't get
Can't,
STDs or STIs.
yeah, yeah, you can't get a sexually transmitted disease from sitting on a
that's
toilet
right,
seat. You
Caroline.
can't get it.
Because
You can't get
Caroline
it.
says she don't know because she been with her husband for 18 years. That's right, baby girl.
Congratulations, she's officially young old.
Young old this guy.
Baby, you leave my Caroline alone. My baby.
But I need Caroline to take this information, right? Hey, you could be with your husband for 32 years. But if he give you something by accident, not saying he will. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just saying. If he say he got it from a toilet seat, you should slap the hell out of him. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Seriously.
Oh gosh. But seriously, I do think that people should be tested even though they are married or in a relationship. Because people do run good game these days, okay? Caroline, don't say that. That's a threat. That is a threat.
I'm scared of Caroline.
Yeah.
She said that she about to do a Lorena Bobbitt.
So what happens with that is that in when I came into this field that I'm in, um, I didn't realize how much shit you could catch. And first week in the field that I'm in, I got sick as a dog. And my partner told me, "Oh, that's because you never been in and out of hospitals before. It's so many germs in the hospitals." And my first week, I got sick as hell, and I didn't understand why. And everybody told me because your immune system's not used to this type of environment. So once I got my immune system right, I could go in and out of hospitals, nursing homes, whatever, it doesn't matter. But the thing I learned about this is one wrong move, somebody could give you anything. And it's crazy. Like you can just get like the most diabolical diseases that got nothing to do with sexual. It's just you could just get MRSA. Well, we all really got MRSA to a certain degree. But anyway, I ain't gotta get into all of that. But I'm just saying, like you could get MRSA, you could get whatever type of diseases is in the places that you're going in, you can get it
Yeah.
easily and
I
pass it
mean,
on
we
to
all
your
work in the
loved one.
medical field. I
Yeah.
work in healthcare. You work in healthcare. Derek is familiar with healthcare.
But if I
But
burn you,
we all,
you
I mean,
already know I ain't
as
get that
us,
from my job. You know what I'm saying?
listen,
I
you
ain't get
could
it
have
from my
got it
job.
from your job. Okay? Let's just keep it real. You could have got it from your job. Okay? There was that's a work related injury right there. Um, a lot of people don't know what go down in these jobs and these ambulances and
They
no
don't.
causes.
They don't.
It don't all go down in the DM. Um,
Yo, that's a good profession to
anyway,
have if you want to test, man. I'm telling you. Mhm.
back onto the topic of sexual responsibilities. Because I ain't about to sit up here telling people's secret hideaways. Um, but it is more to sexual responsibilities than just the engagement of having sex. Because as everybody knows, when you have sex, sometimes there are feelings attached to it.
Negative. But go ahead.
Somebody,
No,
and
go
then the
ahead.
next thing you know, this chick is sitting on your damn steps with a what? She's sitting, she coming to your house. She wants you on the phone 24/7. Where you at? What you for one from one engagement of sex.
Really?
You unbuilt the whole relationship now.
Really? No.
Over
Real
one
talk.
time.
Really? Really?
Listen, people do it. They build a whole
Really?
relationship one time. So you have to understand that if you are good at what you do and you choose, you have to be you have to be responsible, okay, with the feelings of others,
Hey, yo,
of the
listen.
person that you're having sex with.
What
You
you
have to
just
have
said,
an understanding before y'all engage in that sexual activity.
what you
Because
just said,
people
if
all
that's
know those
reality,
men, yes,
oh, hold on.
people
What you
do
just said, if
business
that's reality,
because there's no understanding. Because y'all just thinking, oh, bam, we meet, we vibing, we kicking it, boom, we smashing, and then that's the end of it. And it really
oh,
ain't the end of it.
well,
It
anybody
ain't
that
the
ever
end of
messed
it.
with me
Now,
know that if you come to my door, you gonna get a couple of slugs or a couple of bullets
Wow.
or something. Like, yeah, I ain't got time to play with you.
I'm
Don't
just
come knocking at
saying,
my
but
door.
now you got now you in a relationship that you didn't sign up for.
Oh, don't come knocking at my door. You gonna get hurt twice. You gonna get hurt by this slug or this bullet, and then you gonna see me call 911 with the chick on with else. So don't even go there. Like for real.
But when you decide that you're going to have sex with somebody, it always has to be some type of communication. It has to be. So there's an understanding that this ain't no relationship. This is just
But you just
us
explained
having
that you can
casual
say
sex.
that,
But still, even
and
with you having
people
that
don't
understanding,
care.
like you
No, no,
say,
you
oh,
just said that.
way so often,
Yeah, but people don't care.
or like what Kat says,
Yeah.
way so often, really often. She says people change their mind. So you can have a conversation
That's
and
not,
an understanding, but people change their minds, and they
I
change
ain't
their mind like they change their
changing my
underwear.
mind. I ain't changing my mind.
but
Yeah. No, I don't know.
but when
I
I
don't
say that
know.
people change, when I say people change their mind, they do. Like you don't go into it that way, but if you like to him, he puts the D down and da 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 da. So now I'm feeling some type of way, but it's
None
not that
of
I'm
that
feeling
don't
you like that.
matter.
It's that I'm feeling that I want to continuously just keep having sex with you. Some people
Yeah,
actually do catch feelings, which I never understand how a person can catch feelings off of one time.
but
Um,
I mean, that's what
I don't
matters,
think
man. You know,
I don't
not.
think I'm wired that. I may just like the sex, and that's all I want. But
Yeah, because if the
I
person fucked
having
up,
sex
then
with somebody.
I'm
I
sorry.
feel like
If the
this: if you
person
have a
messed up, then the
conversation with
person
that person
messed
ahead
up.
of time, and they choose to change their feelings or opinion about what y'all chose to do and what that conversation was about, then you had somebody feelings. And be like,
Nah,
listen, not
I ain't
hurt their
gonna hurt your
feelings,
feelings. At
but
that point, you gotta
to
pay me.
keep
Like at that point, you gotta pay me. You want to change your feelings? It's a tax entitled to that. Like then I'll think about it, but you still gotta pay me. Like it's a tax. You change your feelings tax. That's what it is. You know? So, you gotta pay me, man. Like what?
I'm just saying, before she becomes a stalker, you have every right to hurt her feelings because some people don't know how to take no for an answer, or they don't want to take no. They can't. They don't want to because they want what they want because they want to continue getting what they're getting. So
Yeah.
sometimes feelings
Wow.
get hurt behind those choose to have or the casual sex that people choose to engage in. So it's
Wow.
not just about hitting it and I'm out, because then you're gonna end up with something that you didn't really ask for.
Wow.
That's why when Caroline said you got to get to know people, get to know them
Man, they all
before you
crazy,
stick
man. It don't matter. You can know somebody for 3 years and you realize they
before you
crazy as
stick it
hell.
or lick it.
You honestly won't know that they crazy until they let that craziness go.
Yep.
So you wait 30 days, 45
Exactly.
days. You can wait a year.
Yeah, exactly.
It
Exactly.
won't be until they let that crazy go. You be like, this chick is crazy, or this gentleman is crazy. And most times you won't even know they crazy until the
The D
relationship
is
has already
good
went sour, and
or the head
you
is
trying to
good.
cut your losses.
You got already you made her cuckoo for cocoa puffs.
Nah, I don't believe in none of that. I'm gonna be real with you. Like seriously, I don't
You made
believe
her
in none of
cuckoo
that.
for cocoa
Like,
puffs.
nah, yo, cat. I really don't believe in none of that. It's all about lust. That's all it is. You're lusting for that
It is lust.
person. No,
That's what
no,
I
no, no,
said.
no. You're lusting for that person at that point. That may not be the best person you had in your life, but you're lusting for them. So when I say I don't agree with you, one making someone cuckoo for cocoa puffs, it's like no, it's that's all lust. But the real person, man or female, that did that to you is long gone, and you just trying to get that. You're like, okay, I did with you because you. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
No. I agree with the fact that it's all lust, and you people do just want what they had, so they trying to find it in something else. But
Yeah,
And
yeah.
some people are
that ain't
just looking to they're looking for the fastest way to get over a past hurt.
that ain't it.
I know, but that's what some
Uh,
people are just like, okay, I need to do something, or I need to invest my time or my energy into something else just to get over to deal with the hurt from from that past event. So they go into it, or they jump into it haphazardly, or they're quick to get physical because they just want to get over. Um, they look at it as, okay, I need to just get over what I'm going through.
How about don't get hurt in
Yeah,
the
that's
first place
true.
and then you
But
good?
some people actually
Like,
turn.
how
But
about
some
just
people
don't get hurt?
actually mistaken lust for love.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
sometimes some
day.
people
All day.
don't know the difference between lusting for somebody and actually loving somebody.
Yeah, all day.
You
Like,
know
you're
what I'm
absolutely
saying?
right.
Because you can love somebody, or you lust is lust at the end of the day. It's just that you just want this particular person in whatever
Exactly.
way, shape, or form, and you mistake it for love. And
And
that's
see,
not even the
the
case.
thing
And that's how
is,
you
they don't go no further than that. They go, I want this particular person, but then you also got to add for this particular term. And then you'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Then you ain't gonna mistake lust
what's
for
true,
love.
Ivory. What did Jay? Could you repeat what you said, babe? I didn't hear you.
About what? Like I forgot I was saying a
The
lot of stuff.
lust.
Oh, I said that some people do mistake lust for love, but I was agreeing with you, but then I added on. I said that if you lust for this person for this particular time, then you won't get confused. Because if you thinking that you're just lusting for this person that's gonna last forever, no, it's lust. It's not love. Because if you
Exactly.
love the person, it could last forever. It's no time frame on love, but it could. The person gotta love you back. So if y'all just lusted for each other, y'all already
Exactly.
know it's at a particular time. Like our time is gonna
Yeah.
come to an end, and then you just
Exactly.
gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, because that's all that lust is. But and when you lust for somebody, and I think that when you lusted for somebody and you mistaken it for love, eventually you're gonna get your feelings hurt because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
person that you may be lusting for, once that good feeling is gone, they moving on to the next
Absolutely
person.
right.
They they
Word.
not really
Word.
they're not really worried or concerned, and it could be a year, it could be 2 years. There is no time frame. Eventually,
Right.
you're going to get your feelings hurt because you have misconstrued your feelings. That for that lust, you turned it into love, and that's what it just really was
Yep.
not, and that's just what it is.
Yeah. It could be 10 years. It doesn't matter. Like, there's no time frame on lust. If you lust for that person, you can lust for them for a very long time. And y'all could get it in for a very long time. But once they want something more, then they gotta go and find that. Like I agree with you.
I'm in complete agreement. But that's where all of this comes into play when you are being sexually responsible, because you need to be able to to backtrack and know what the heck is going on in your life. What choices you made, and at what point did the choice you made go sour.
Mm.
So if I know for a fact that I was good until I met Katiana, and the moment I met Katiana with her with her multiple partners that she didn't need a number for, she didn't need to give me a number for, but I decided I'll be because she looked that good, I just have to get some of that. Then I know what I'm dealing with. I know what I signed up for, and that's what it ultimately comes down to: what you signed up for. But I don't know. I think Cat is having some kind of technical difficulty because I don't because it's either she's having technical difficulty or she fell asleep. We don't know. Um, we don't know which one it is. So she is stuck. She is stuck. So we are going to take this opportunity to say thank you for tuning in. And if you are out here in these streets enjoying the fruits of your labor and slanging your thing or if your garage is open for pull-ups and pull-ins, please, please think responsibly because the life you save might very well be your own. Any last thoughts, Jay? This has been Candid Conversations with your boy Deacon Comedy and Jay and Cat who is asleep. Cat, wake up, Cat. Wake up, Cat. Oh, she woke up.
Oh wow, whoa. She won't.
I'm sorry. We had a outage real fast over here. That's my bad.
So we so happy you woke up because you were asleep. You were asleep.
Yeah.
And we was
Yeah.
ending the show, so we'll turn it over to you for your final thoughts.
Yeah. Go ahead, Cat. But Deke did a good job though. Oh, she's sleeping again. Oh, there she go. No, wait. Hello?
Are you
Okay,
asleep or
there she
awake?
go.
What happened?
There she go.
We did our final
Oh.
thoughts, and we turned it over to you to do for your final thought.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
I appreciate it. You know, that's what teamwork is for, right?
You got it.
But anyway, I'm lost. I'm lost.
Well, this whole time we were talking about being
Okay.
sexual.
Sexual responsibilities. To end this all, everybody just be responsible. Understand what you're doing, who you're doing it with, and why you're doing it. Don't get caught up in your feelings, and you'll be okay. And get tested and wrap it up and things of those natures. Be responsible with your body. Know your body. Be responsible with it. You only get one.
Oh, that was deep. She said, "Know your body. You only get one." That's
Yeah.
impactful.
Cause I'm telling you, as you get older, man, you might feel a lump somewhere or something, so you better know that. So you better know that. Like word.
You better know that lump.
Yes.
Mhm.
So you, Derek and Jay, y'all have already said y'all salutations.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, y'all pieced it
Yes,
out and
yes,
y'all
yes,
did all of that.
yes, we
All
have.
right, then. Well, I thank everybody for joining us, and y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all night. And once again, let's love ourselves. Be responsible. Peace, love, and blessings.